Hi, I'm Jay from The Making Box, and today I'm speaking with Richard Priest, co-founder and lab director at Escarpment Labs, an industry partner that does collaborative research with the University of Guelph Griffin's Lair projects. Hey, Richard, how's it going?
Hey Jay, going well. Looks like the sun's come out finally, so things are looking up today.
Nice. Little positivity in these dark times. You are one of the co-founders of Escarpment Labs. Tell us about what Escarpment Labs is all about.
So Escarpment Labs is a company that really helps solve a key problem for craft brewers, and that key problem is how do we get yeast? How do we get yeast fresh that can make really special flavors in their beers? And this was an important problem to solve because no one was really doing this in Canada. So the Canadian brewers had to import their yeast from the U.S., deal with issues with customs and held up packages. And because it's a super perishable product, this was a problem. So we really started the company trying to solve that problem.
How did all of this begin? How did Escarpment Labs start?
Yeah, it started at the University of Guelph. I happened to get interested in yeast in my undergrad and ended up working in the research lab of George Vandermerve. And that's where I met Angus Ross, who's one of the other co-founders of Escarpment Laboratories. And we sort of hit it off, nerding out about yeast and beer, and we were both home brewers and growing yeast for ourselves to use in our home brews. And that eventually translated into approaching some of the local brewers and saying, "Hey, we're a couple, lab geeks. We know how to grow yeast. Would you guys be interested in trading some beer for some yeast?" And the response was, "Well, of course, but also we can pay you." And that was the point at which we realized that okay, maybe we could make some money out of this too. Maybe there's an opportunity.
How many Griffin's Lair projects have you been a part of?
So we've been a part of three Griffin's Lair projects, and there is a fourth on the way, which is really exciting. These projects allow for our company that is always busy and always growing to access some really bright minds at the University of Guelph that can help us to solve problems or learn more about what we're trying to do. Right? We've been able to make use of these projects to develop and understand better yeast, and ultimately that helps us help the brewers that we work with to make better beer, reduce their losses, and create a lot of value for the industry within Ontario and the rest of Canada.
Richard, your company seems to be doing great with a big exclamation point at the end. What's next for Escarpment Labs?
Yeah, so far so good, and we have been able to put together a plan for a facility expansion. So we're building a new facility, still in Guelph. Looking forward to having a little bit more space to take on more clients and take on more projects, and hopefully that gives us a little bit more opportunity to branch out, maybe branch out into other industries, and hopefully continue to collaborate with the University of Guelph and OMAFRA, and keep pushing forward innovation when it comes to yeasts and yeast technologies.
Thank you so much, Richard. If anyone out there wants to get a glance at the next wave of exciting startups just like Escarpment Labs, tune in on May 27th to the Griffin's Lair pitch competition. This is where 5 companies will compete for $20,000 in prize money.